to live to the fullest would be a good way of saying it, but it's more than that. Because not just to the fullest, it's deliberate. I mean, you decide. You make your life. You make it to whatever you want it to be. Very source being. How do I translate that into human terms? A lot of space, a very quiet mind, a very clear feel for things. No think, more feel. Just really being there. I feel almost magnetically attached to present time. Yeah. So there. It's a very gradual process for me. The whole thing is very gradual. The one thing that really, really sticks out is the people that deliver it. For me, really. The care, the compassion. I mean, it's like unheard of. You know, the love, the interest, the feel of, we're gonna get you through this, we're gonna help you through whatever. Amazing. That really, really sticks out. I mean, the steps of the course, the way they're laid out, you start out and you have really, it doesn't all make sense necessarily as to why you're doing this exercise. But as you sort of progress, everything falls, you understand, okay, I have to do this in order to be able to do this, in order to do this exercise. Oh, and now I'm doing this with this. You know, it becomes, the things that are not really clear become crystal clear. And that's really beautiful. It's really, really well laid out to have anyone, it's not for everyone, but I would say for the large majority of humans, they can make it through the course and attain states of beingness and states of being there that they would have never imagined. Well, when I started, I was a bit frazzled, to be fair. You know, my attention was on this, my attention was on that, blah, 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 blah. You know, you sort of bumblebeeing yourself through life, you know. That's a little bit how it is. And the course puts you very much on track to live very deliberately, to really live, I don't know, it's very hard to say. To live to the fullest would be a good way of saying it, but it's more than that. Because not just to the fullest, it's deliberate. I mean, you decide. You make your life. You make it to whatever you want it to be. You know, it gives you really that path. One thing, let me just, I explained Avatar to a taxi driver the other day, and it came so natural to me as I was explaining it to him, you know, because we were Ubering away here. And he goes, Avatar, what's that? And I said, well, you know, in self-improvement and stuff, you have all these concepts of fake it till you make it, you know, believe it hard enough and you can. You know, you have all that, you know, you have to just, you know, read that every morning, you know, I'm gonna be a millionaire, I'm gonna make $1 million, and it'll happen magically. Hey, true, if you could, but people can't. Whenever you do that, whenever you take a belief that you want to believe so bad, and you want to like reinforce this, and you just run into so much, let's call it trash, for sake of a better word. And Avatar gives you the tools to be very clear about what you want, handle the trash, and be very focused with a very clear statement and a very clear belief of what you are going to achieve, without a doubt. And that's awesome. Florian, he is our neighbor in Paraguay. And I got to meet him because I have my favorite little coffee bar that I go to have a little drink, and I met him there and we talked, and I could immediately sense there was something really special about the guy. I could really feel there was something. He's not your ordinary guy I'm talking to. It's very special. So I wanted to find out more. I asked him a bit of questions about himself, and he was actually not even so forthcoming about Avatar. He was kind of like, yeah, you know, life, you know, like that, you know. But I said, listen, you're doing something. I said, you're doing something. You're doing some technique, something, meditation, I don't know what it is. You're doing something. I can see it, I can feel it, and I want to know what it is. That's how it happened. And then he told me, and I said, okay, we'll do the course. I was literally like, okay. No, for me, I just wanted to explore. I wanted to explore myself, see what I can, what can I get out of this, you know? I had no specific, have to handle this or have to handle that. But I got much more than I expected. I don't want to lose the state of mind that I have now, which is so focused, so clear. So there's some tools that I have sort of written into my daily routine that I just want to do because I know it will help me so much being and staying focused without life seeping back in, you know? And that's a great thing. You have tools that you can use on whatever situation you run into in the future. So I'm really happy with that. Yeah, I know. I just want to say that the people, the heartfeltness, sincerity of the people just blows me away. It's very beautiful. And we were very lucky because Harry, the author, was there, you know, and did a little speech. And also, he's such a sweet man. He is just such a sweet man, you know, so genuine. There is no, here, this is really, you know, it's genuine. The whole thing is so genuine from the heart. And here you are, all of a sudden you make a deep dive into people that are just so genuine. And that is beautiful. And I feel I can be also much more genuine than I've ever been, you know, and I want to live a genuine life, a deliberate, genuine life, you know, and I want that for my kids and for my family. And it's beautiful. Who hasn't done it? I said, well, that's what I'm doing. What do you want to know? Are you interested in finding out more? And then I would tell my story of how it affects the beliefs, because I think that's very real to a lot of people that are searching. You know, like they understand that, I don't know how you good, it's not a mantra, but you have these things that you say to yourself every day, you know, you reinforce these beliefs that you really want to hold, but having such a hard time with holding. You know, you just can't really, truly believe it. You know, it's like you're trying so hard, but it's not working. And you know, and then you listen to another guy who says, oh, I tell you how to do it. The affirmations need to be done, you know, while the sun is up at that angle, you know, or whatever, you know, while you listen to the cosmic rhythm or whatever. I mean, it's all there, it's all out there, you know what I mean? How to make an affirmation stick, how to make it really true. That's Avatar. Huh. And also to give you the tools to find out what sort of affirmations do you want to choose? What kind of affirmations are good for you? What are your affirmations? Yeah. I think that says it all.